Hello, everybody. How's it going? Back again at today's Utopia. Man, I want to talk about something today. You know, man, I've had a lot of trials and tribulations in my life, and I could have been gone a long time ago. But it lets me know that God has a purpose for me. Sometimes I struggle. What is that purpose? What does God want from me? But I know one thing. He got a purpose for me. And that's why I'm still here. I got work to do. What you see yourself as may not be what God see you as. Meaning, you might see yourself as a player, as a man. You might see yourself, I'm a player. I'm a dude who get girls. I'm the flyest cat out here, and all the girls want me. But that might not be your purpose. You might see yourself as a singer or a rapper or a basketball player, whatever the case may be. That might not be what God sees you as. And sometimes you have this little voice calling you saying, hey, I want you to do this. I want you to stop doing that. I want you to stop doing this. I want you to stop doing that. And then you wonder, I ain't having no fun. Why can't I have fun? Why do I gotta stop being with all the women that I want to be with? Because that's not God, what God wants you to do. You got work to do for him. Or you might say, oh, I had a promising basketball career, but I broke my leg or I got injured. But that may not be what God wants you to do. Like you can look at a cat like Master P. I think I read somewhere or seen somewhere that he had a promising basketball career. And I think it came to an end due to some injuries, which he actually got to still play basketball. I'm using that as an example. But then he went on to start, the No Limit Records, and it fed a whole lot of people. So his purpose was different than what God seen for him is what's different than what he may have seen for himself. He's seen himself as basketball. But God seen him as, I'm going to start this multi-million-dollar company that's going to feed a lot of families. Because I'm sure a lot of people probably ate off of it. I don't know all the business deals, but I'm sure somebody got help throughout it. Whether they can go on here and do interviews or whatever they may do, they're able to do it because of that. You might see yourself as what, or you're a woman, you might see yourself as one thing. Also, it's not all about men. You might see yourself as one thing, but God see you as another. So you got to follow that voice. If God telling you to put the cigarettes down, put the alcohol down, put the weed down, whatever you're doing that's out of control, stop womanizing, stop running through men, whatever it is. So you can, and also you going through some of this stuff to be a testimony to people. Because if you ain't going through nothing, there's nothing you can sit back and show to anybody. Oh, I ain't went through nothing, but I'm talking about something. Man, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of us. Sometimes when you younger, you might have had one purpose, but when you get older, you got another purpose. Or last year, you had something you were supposed to be doing last year, but that was last year. You're supposed to be doing something different this year. Sometimes we have different purposes at different times. And you got to follow your heart and follow your prayers and follow God and try to see what that is. Why am I living now? I'm living now. Why did I make it? Why did I make it through the gunfire? Why did I make it through the bullets raining? Why did I make it through the drug addiction? Why did I make it through the alcohol addiction? Why did I make it through the cigarette addiction? Why did I make it through the prostitution that you may have been doing, or sex addiction and all that? Because it's something that God got for you. And you say, well, how am I gonna make it? Sometimes we question ourselves, how am I gonna make it? How am I gonna get through to do what God want me to do? Because you don't know what you got. That's when you got to step out on hope, step out on faith. You got to step out on faith because he got you. He got you. When you step out there, he got you. You can't see it, but he see it. He see exactly how it's gonna go. He see exactly where you're gonna be at. He see exactly what you're gonna do for people, but you may not see it. And that's why you gotta step out there. If he's talking to you and he's speaking to you and he's telling you everything is gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. And you gotta know that. Because it is. If it's coming from the right place, if it's coming from a good place, if it's coming from prayer, meditation, you keep getting signs. Everything's gonna, don't worry about how you're gonna be taken care of. He gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of you because he know that you gonna help out other people, and you gonna get to a point where other people, somebody gonna tell you, because of you, I'll stop drinking and smoking. Cause you talked to me that day, man. I thought about it, man. I stopped cheating on my wife. Or because I had this conversation with you, I decided that I was gonna get out here and change my life. Or because me and you spoke, I decided I was gonna start a business. Or I decided I was gonna go out and do charity work. Now that's helping a lot of people. That's helping the homeless people. That's helping somebody off the street. That's helping feed somebody. You might, just go to a place where people is poverty stricken and do something miraculous for them people. Because every little bit helps. We all in this unit. We all as a unit, as one. We working as one unit together. We are spoke in the wheel. The wheel is turning, and the wheel is powerful, and it's moving, and it's helping people. And people are getting on, and we getting somewhere with this. You can't sit around and think, well, how is this going to work? How am I going to be taken care of? God say, go over there, go over there. I guarantee it's going to work if you're moving off the spirit. But if you ain't moving off the spirit, then you moving on your own knowledge of what you thinking and what you feeling. Nah, hell no, it ain't gonna work. But if you moving off of what God wants you to do, then he gonna bless it. A lot of times I get whispers, hey man, if you ain't doing, I don't want you doing that, I ain't gonna bless it. Man, I like doing this. I keep hearing it, I ain't gonna bless it. But I like doing this. I'm not gonna bless it, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. And then you're gonna see things deteriorate, and you wonder why your life ain't going right, or why things ain't happening the way you want them to happen. Because you ain't doing what you've been spoken to do. You have to do what you've been spoken to do. You can't just do what you want to do and then think that it's going to be blessed. Not on God's watch. Spirit ain't told you to do that. You doing what you want to do. You doing what the man in the mirror want to do, because you see yourself as something in the man. As the man walk up to the mirror, you see yourself as something that God don't see you as. God see you as something totally different. God see you doing something totally different. But you trying to force it. Stop trying to force it. It's not for you. It ain't. Stop trying to force it. What's for you is what's coming from inside that's speaking to you, and you know it. You know, hey, that ain't for me, and if I keep doing that, God ain't gonna bless it. But start doing what's for you. What that voice, start doing what you hear from the Spirit, because the Spirit moves within us. Stop listening to the low spirit. That low, get that out the way. That thing talking, that ain't it. You know it ain't it, but you listening to it still. Stop listening to that. Have a blessed day.